Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I last uploaded, and for that I apologize. I've just life has gotten in the way, but I'm here again now. And actually right now I'm at the Wertheim National Wildlife Refuge in Shirley, New York. It's on the south shore of Long Island. I last shot here about a year or so ago, so it's going to be interesting. Actually, I went out about a week ago or so for birding and came up with a big fat 0. Unfortunately, at that time, I went out in the afternoon and it was very cold. Today, it's morning, it's just after dawn, and in fact, although it's kind of cloudy, so I don't know how the light's going to work out until, for the next few hours. But I do hear a lot of birds of the area, sparrows and goldfinches specifically. So hopefully I'll have some sightings. In fact, actually on the way here, I passed a flock of, there were 3 wild turkeys crossing the road just at the entrance to the park. So I'm definitely very hopeful to catch some good wildlife. So let's get started and see what I find. All right, now, right above me, I can hear blue-gray gnatcatchers. It's a very tiny bird, and apparently a very early migrant to the area. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture it. They stay up in the canopy. They're very high up, and they're very small. But there's definitely a lot of bird presence in the area. All right, so signs of hope. Oh, there's a gull. Well, I just spooked a couple of white-tailed deer. Here are their tracks. I'm going to head down along this trail towards what's called the Indian Landing, and hopefully maybe there, a little bit more open area and facing away from the sun, I'll be able to get a better shot. So we'll see. All right, well, there's an osprey nest right here. I'll mark its location for later. Ospreys themselves will probably be back in about a month, 2 months at the most. So hopefully that nest will be occupied. I just saw an osprey. I didn't think they'd be around this early. So I'm heading back up north to where the path crosses over the bay or the river. That's a good spot to catch the ospreys if they're hunting actively. And there's not really much else in the way of birds on this particular trail anyway, which I really rarely use. Usually use the trail that goes the other way, so I'm heading in that direction now. So I'll check back with you. Well, the bird activity is starting to pick up. Just got both a tufted titmouse and a red-bellied woodpecker. I'll put both those shots up now. And, just gonna keep on walking. The woodpecker shot was, well, one of the woodpecker shots would have been good. It was blocked by a branch, but I'll put up the one that I got. None of these are going to be prize winners by any means, but at least they're good record shots. I've ditched my camera bag. This isn't really a good landscape area anyway, so there's no reason to bring the other lenses and a second camera. So I've just got my R5 and the 100 to 500 and the 1.4x extender. I've come around to the other side of the river, and I got a song sparrow just now. I'll put it up. It's a swan going across the water. The sun's starting to come out, so hopefully I'll have a bit more opportunity for birding before the birds kind of settle down. I've arrived at a blind. From here, I can both observe birds on the water and also birds in the woods, as long as I stay pretty quiet. So I'm going to hang out here for a bit and see if I come up with anything. There's a cardinal sitting in the trees right over to my right, my left over here. I can't see it, but I can hear it. So hopefully if I get a good shot of it, I'll put it up. Otherwise, I'll hang out here and see what transpires on the water. Both the kingfisher just went by. Hoping it'll come back. I don't know if you can hear it, but behind me just down the stream here, there's a bunch of wood frogs croaking. So definitely spring is in the air, even though it's actually a couple of weeks away. But the fact that frogs have woken up on the first reasonably warm day of the season and are busy croaking, that's a pretty positive sign. Definitely spring is on the way. Now this is an interesting sign. See this? That's poop, probably from an owl. An owl that roosts habitually in this tree. He's not there now, but they tend to roost in the same spot fairly frequently. So again, this is another spot I'll have to come back to later and see if I can catch him. I'm walking back now, back towards the visitor center. It's been about another mile or so since I last spoke, and I haven't really seen anything. It's turned into a beautiful day. Just not one full of birds. So I'll stop by the bird blind on the way back, take one more look, maybe see if I can catch that kingfisher. But if not, at least I saw it. I've recorded many more birds that I've seen. I use the eBird app, and so I record everything I've seen. Which has been about 15 species so far, actually, even though I've only got a few images of about maybe 4 or 5 of them. But is what it is. Still pretty early in the year. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's a little after 12. The birds have settled down, so I think I'm going to settle down and head on out. But I thank you for sticking with me this long. And if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more, please give me a subscription if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell that's right down here so the next time I upload, you'll see it right away. Also, I want to draw your attention to my equipment list that I have listed in the description of this video. A number of them have Amazon links, and if you happen to go on Amazon using one of my links and make a qualifying purchase, I get a little commission, and it costs you no money at all, no extra money at all, and it helps the channel out. So thank you in advance for using the Amazon links. And with that, I'm going to call it a day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Please give me a subscription if you're not already subscribed. Hit the link that's right down here, the button, so that the notification bell. If you happen to, if you're interested in purchasing any of my gear or anything else on Amazon, all you have to do is click on. Thank you for sticking this long. If you have stayed with me this long, and if you want to see more of my adventures, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit notification. But I thank you for sticking with me this long. And if you want to see more of my adventures, please give me a subscription if you're not already.